So it's been a year and I finally feel like I can share what I went through. Yo guys, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Thato, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Your support is highly appreciated. And guys, thank you so much for 100 subscribers. I don't know, but I'm happy. Anyway, as you can see by the title of the video, I'm gonna be talking about something really close to my heart, you know, something that is really personal. And I feel, okay, let me just say this as a disclaimer. I'm not a doctor, and all the things that I'm gonna say in this video are basically what I went through and what I was told by the nurses and the doctors at the clinics and hospitals that I was going to, you know, when I was pregnant. So yeah man, let's get into this video. Like, I don't want to make this story long. I want it to be short as possible, but also to the point, you know. So what happened is my water broke on a Sunday. Yeah, I remember very well. It was on a Sunday, and it was the 23rd. Yeah, it was on the 23rd of Feb. So my initial estimated date was the 27th of Feb last year, and then I kept on going to checkups. I kept on taking my meds, and guys, when I tell you that I drank those pills, I'm not joking. I drank them almost every day. The water broke Sunday in the morning, let's just say in the morning, I can't remember the time. And I'm a first-time mom, you know. Although I've seen all those YouTubers, you know, telling us that you need to start losing your mucus plug before you can go to the hospital, I felt like once the water broke, my baby was no longer safe. And me being a first-time mom, I decided to wake my husband up, because I remember I was getting off the bed, and then I went to the bathroom. I went and I did what I went to do, came back. Immediately when I tried to climb on the bed, I felt this gosh thing coming out of the VV, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? I had been watching these YouTube videos, and obviously I knew that it had to happen at some point. So long story short, I woke my husband up. We went to the hospital. I don't know if I should name the hospital, but it's a public hospital. And throughout my pregnancy, I have been going to a local clinic. Okay, then we drove to the hospital. Sorry guys, it's not that far from our house. We drove to the hospital, and then we got there. I was number 4, and when we got there, the shift had just ended, so they were changing shifts. So we're sitting there in the waiting area, and guys, when I tell you, in a public hospital, pregnant people that are in labor, people that are there for checkups, are being placed in one place. Like, I just don't get it. Even at the clinic, we used to hear people giving birth because we were just in one place, and it was scary AF, because I mean, we are pregnant and you're hearing all this, yo ma, yo Jesus, because some of them were we're praying, guys, yo Jesus, yo like all those crazy things that people say when they are in pain. So I'm sitting there. Okay, mind you, my husband is not allowed to come inside because it's a female based type of vibe going on there. Some lady comes to me, she's like, what are you here for? I'm like, no, my water broke. At that point I wasn't in pain, I did not feel like anything. So this lady comes, she's like, what are you here for? Like, she was asking all of us. Told her that I was there because my water broke. She's like, but you don't look like you're in pain. I'm like, yeah, I'm here to be checked. Or what's going on? Because I'm a first time mom, I don't know shit. She's like, okay, stay here. Guys, at that point I'm like tired, I'm hungry, I've been there since in the morning, and it's not nice. So the shift finally starts and doctors finally attend people, and then it was my turn. So I was attended by this medical student from vet, and he obviously asked me how I'm feeling and stuff like that. Like, he checked me, he put his fingers in the, and he was like, ma'am, you are 2 centimeters dilated. I had explained that my water broke, but I wasn't in pain, and he was like, oh, okay, let's just check what's going on, let's check. He put that machine they put on you to check the heartbeat of the baby, like to just check the well-being of the baby. He had done that, and then he told me that I was 2 centimeters dilated and that they're booking me. Mind you, they don't allow phones. Let me stress that out. They do not allow you to have your phone with you. So this guy is like, no, we're gonna book you, and he does all the paperwork, and I was booked. So okay, he booked me. I had my phone with me. I don't wanna lie, I had my phone with me, but it was on silent. I went to the bathroom and I called my husband and I told him that, babe, I'm not coming back, they are booking me. This is still Sunday. Okay. My husband was like, oh, okay, what do you need? I just needed my hospital bag. Let me just say that I needed my hospital bag and my baby's hospital bag. So he's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna come and drop those things off. He comes, he drops the things off. Sunday, the whole day I was there, nothing was happening to me, honestly. Like, I was not experiencing any pains, I was not experiencing any discomfort or anything. Like, literally nothing happened on Sunday. We were just there chilling, waiting for the doctor tomorrow, because it was Sunday. The doctor was only coming tomorrow. Fine. We slept. Still, I wasn't in pain, I wasn't feeling anything. Monday came, Monday morning. I took a bed next to the door so that when the doctor comes, he starts with me. Like, I was so over my pregnancy. I was at a point where I just wanted my baby to come, I was so tired and I was ugly. Should I insert pictures for you guys? No, I'm not gonna do that to myself. But I was at a point where I was tired. I was tired. So the doctor came in the morning. Oh, I woke up at 4 o'clock and went to the shower, and only to find cold water. There was no hot water, and we're pregnant and you give us cold showers. Wow. But I was glad that I was able to bath with that cold water. It was fine. It's not my house, it's fine. So I took a shower and then went back to bed. This girl comes to me, she's like, do not put on a panty, because when the doctor comes, he's gonna just pass because you're wearing a panty. And I'm like, what? So I'm like, okay, cool, fine. I took off my panty, I took off everything, and then I put on a robe and waited for the doctor. So the doctor came. When he came, he asked me when I was booked. I told him yesterday, and he asked why. I told him that they told me that I'm 2 centimeters dilated. He's like, okay, let me check you. Let me tell you, when they say let me check you, they're gonna put their fingers in your V. And I'm like, yo, these people are just, I'm at a point where I just want to give birth, whether it's natural, whether it's a C-section. I just want my baby. And he puts his fingers, not even a finger, in my V, and then he's like, you're not making any progress, miss. I'm gonna have to help you to be in labor quicker. And I'm like, okay, I don't mind that. Little did I know that he was talking about breaking my water. Then he came with this sharp thing. It's like a pin, but a longer pin. He came with that, and then he inserted that in my VJJ, and then the water broke. The pain, guys, the pain. Oh, so I'm just like, oh, okay, maybe this is it, maybe now that my water is broken, like completely, my baby's gonna come. This was around 8, 9-ish in the morning. So he's like, it's gonna take you about 2 to 4 hours to make progress. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then I started feeling my contractions after the water was broken. This was around 10 now, 10, 11, somewhere there. I started feeling like contractions kept coming, and it wasn't really that painful, because I feel like those were, the Brixton, are they called Brixton contractions? The ones that prepare you, not the real thing. So those contractions kept coming, and then fine, I took a nap at around 12-ish, 1. I was lucky to be able to sleep, because the doctor was coming at 2. He came back. He asked me, well, they checked me. The nurse was there when the doctor left. So if you felt like any changes, you had to tell the nurse that this is what I'm feeling, So okay, fine. I wasn't feeling the need to call the nurse, to tell her that I'm feeling anything. I felt like, yes, I was in pain, but the pain, I could bear the pain. The doctor came back at 2. He checked me. He was like, you're not making any progress. You are not. You're still 2 centimeters dilated, even though I've broken your water. So I'm gonna have to give you a drip to help the baby to move and be prepared to just come. And I'm like, whatever you need to do, just do it. I was tired, guys. I was so tired. So he gave me the drip. He gave me this drip, and then that's when the real struggle began. The minute that drip started working, I was screaming for my life. I was, guys, yo, giving birth. The contractions were now stronger and coming. I think they were now a minute apart, and they just kept coming. You know, they were so painful. Contractions are not a child's play. They are not. So fine. This was us now going into the Monday evening. Mind you, I'm not eating. They are bringing food, oats and all of that, giving us juice, giving us this, and I'm just like, I don't want food. I just want my baby. And let me just say, this hospital has a really bad record in terms of babies dying there, babies being swapped, mothers dying on their babies, like. So I was stressed. I was just like, I wanna just give birth. I want my baby to come out fine. I wanna go home. I wanna go home to my husband. I wanna go home bond with my baby. But it was not happening. I had to wait. I had to wait for God to send somebody to rescue me. I'm gonna get into that. So what happened is, we are now moving into the evening, and shifts are being changed again. Now comes the night shift, nurses and doctors. So I was now like in a really bad state, because my contractions were really close to each other. And I told the nurse that no, now I feel like I'm ready. She's like, how do you know that you're ready? I'm like, and she's like, oh, so why didn't you become a nurse or a midwife? Are you gonna help me or not? She's like, no, just keep moving in the corridor. I'm gonna come and attend you. I'm like, I'm in pain. I barely can move. You're telling me to move around. You're telling me to keep active. I'm like, sis, yo, fine. Okay. The night shift finally begins, and then I'm now moved to the ward where I'm alone, you know, because I was really close to giving birth. That's how I felt, because I felt this urge to push at some point, and I asked the nurse to go to the bathroom. You know, I felt like I wanted to do a poo-poo. Fine. She's like, yeah, you can go to the bathroom. When I go to the bathroom, guys, I don't know how to explain it. I wanted to poo, I wanted to vomit, I wanted to do all of these things at the same time. And mind you, I'm still in pain. I said, God, if this is me dying today, please just save my baby, you know, just save my baby. I can die, it's fine, but please just save my baby. Fine. This lady, this doctor comes. No, I'm still on a drip, right? I'm still in pain. I'm now in the toilet and I'm trying to do a poo-poo. Nothing comes out. I'm like, okay. The pain, guys. The pain of, like, contractions are painful. Contractions. Oh, thinking of it, Jay, it just makes me wanna cry. So fine, I get back. I come back. So they had put me on this bed, the bed where you are placed when you are about to push. I was on that bed, you know, changing sides, praying. I remember singing a song because I felt like my baby was relaxed, and definitely he was, because he wasn't moving into the birth canal. He was just all over the place. He was having a good time. So I remember singing this other song, and I just remember singing that song, and I felt him move. Even though I was in pain, I felt the presence of God in that room, you know. Yes, a lot had been happening. People had been rude to me, but the minute I started singing that song and my son was moving, I was like, yeah, now I'm gonna give birth. Fine. So at this point, I'm hoping for a natural birth. Can't you know? My son has other plans. He's like, I'm not gonna come out and stretch mommy's baby. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna chill. So now it's about 8 in the evening and nothing is happening. I'm still in pain. I've been in pain since 2 o'clock. Fine. Again, shifts have changed. The nurse that was monitoring me she had just handed me over to another nurse. So this Indian lady, the way I was in so much pain, I did not even ask her name. She comes in, she sees that this girl is in pain. She asked me, how long have you been here? I told her, because there's a big clock just on top of the bed, so literally you can see it whether you like it or not. And I told her I've been there since 2. She's like, oh, okay, and any progress? I'm like, no, there's nothing going on, but I am in pain and nobody wants to give me painkillers, or nobody wants to just ease the pain. She's like, no, they were not supposed to put you on the drip for this long, because now the baby's gonna get tired. Apparently, if the baby is not moving into the birth canal, he can die due to him moving around, and he might end up wrapping himself with the umbilical cord. So it's not advised to put somebody on that drip for a long time. I did not know. Anywho, she's like, okay. She introduced herself. I honestly forgot her name, but that's the lady who saved my life. She told me her name, and then she was like, okay, I'm gonna give you painkillers. So she's like, I can see here on your report that your water had been broken here. Like, yes. She's like, you should be in labor by now. Like, you should be in labor, you should be pushing, but it's not happening. So I'm gonna book an emergency C-section for you. I'm like, okay. I did not want a C-section, you guys, especially at that hospital. I did not want it. But at this point, I'm just like, my baby's gonna come and he's gonna be fine. So whatever you need to do, just do it. this is an emergency. Your baby's heart is now starting to drop, so we need to save him. I'm like, do whatever, doc, do it. And then she went to the theater. She booked me. So this was around 8 to 9. She went since people kept coming and asking, because I was screaming, guys. I don't want to lie, I was screaming. Every time a contraction came, I screamed for my life. And let me tell you, in public hospitals, the minute you start screaming, they're not gonna pay attention to you. They're not gonna attend you. They're gonna tell you to sit down, to shut up, to just shut up. Shut the fuck up. And you are in pain. You can't shut the fuck up. You need to scream for your life. Yeah. So fine. Finally my turn comes to go into the theater. I remember this guy coming. He was wearing white clothes. You see the clothes that people are wearing now for COVID, you know, those white suits. He came, he was like, "Are you Thato?" I was like, yes. At this point I was tired because I had been trying to push my baby out. I had been trying to insert my fingers in my VJJ I didn't know what I was doing because I felt so much pain. I was in so much pain and I wanted this baby to come. I just wanted my baby to come. So fine, he's like, okay, it's your turn. I sat there. I said a 5-minute prayer. I was like, God, I'm about to go into the theater and only you know what's gonna happen in there. Please protect me and my baby, and may we come out alive, the both of us. At this point, remember, there are no phones. I can't tell my husband that I've been booked to a C-section, to an emergency C-section. He's clueless. He's at home. He doesn't know what's going on. Fine. I go into the theater. I got to the theater, and the minute they are pushing you into the theater, I don't know, something changes, guys. I don't know if it's only in public hospitals or in any theater. I've never had an op before. So I got in there. I felt like there were angels. I don't know how to explain it, guys. I felt like it was, oh God, how do I explain this? The place just became calm. The people that were there spoke to me so nice, guys. I remember this guy coming to me and he's like, "Hi, my name is Hlaoli," and I had planned that if my baby was a girl, I was gonna name her Hlaoli. He's like, "My name is Hlaoli and I'm gonna be taking care of you." And I'm like, okay, I'm still in pain, but now that I'm in a calm environment, the pain wasn't as bad as me being with those rude nurses, you know. So this Indian lady from the ward where I was placed alone is still with me, because apparently there's somebody who's supposed to catch the baby after, I don't know. She was like, "I'll do it," because now her husband is not here. He's not allowed to be here, to be there. So a lady pushed me into the theater. When I got there, they put you on the bed, and then obviously they're gonna inject you at the back with that needle that is still affecting my life even today. Mind you, this is a year later, but still that needle I still feel it, especially when it's cold. How are you gonna feel it? Fine. They gave me this other girl to sort of talk to me not to fall asleep after the injection. So she's busy annoying me, asking me how long, like she was just there to do her job, but I was at a point where I didn't want to talk. They did what they have to do. So what they do, they have those lights on top of you, and then like literally you can see anything. Guys, they have those lights, and there's something like a mirror amongst those lights, and then obviously they have covered you from your waist going downwards. But if you want to see, you can see from that mirror thingy on your head. I did not even want to look. I was just like, I want to hear my baby cry, then that's when I'm gonna look. They did their thing. Finally my baby came, and he was a boy. I didn't even know, guys, because we had been trying to get the gender. He was just like, wait, why? So we decided to let him be. Then okay, my baby came. Finally I heard that first cry, guys. I was like, oh my god, I'm a mother. And I did not fall asleep because of this fly that's been asking me questions. But I thank her, because some people don't come back. People do not come back from, they sleep forever. So I'm grateful that that lady was here, and I was awake through the entire thing. So okay, my baby came, they showed him to me, and then they started stitching me. Guys, my baby was a 4.2 kg baby. So my wound wasn't the same. It was not the same. It was huge. Let me say it's huge. And I got stitches of, guys, I don't know if they're called staples, but I was stapled. I was stapled after my C-section. My wound was so huge. It was so painful, but I'm glad it's all over. You know, I'm glad we came out alive. I'm glad nothing bad happened. So that's my experience in all of the things I've seen and the things I've heard about public hospitals. It wasn't bad, but it was something that's still shocking me, you know. And I feel like nobody deserves to go through all of that, especially if you are a mother. You shouldn't be treating people like they are trash. We are paying your salary, but you're gonna treat us like we are nothing. No, man. But anyway, my baby's a year old now, and he's healthy and he's fine. But see me going back to that hospital, kill me. So yeah, guys, that's basically my experience in giving birth in a public hospital. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time, and thank you so much, guys, for watching. I will see you in my next video. Please like and share, subscribe to my channel, and comment below what you'd like me to talk about or what you'd like to see on this channel, because I am, because you are. So thank you so much, guys. I will see you in my next video.